All right. We're live for EU CPI. It is 4:56 a.m. Eastern, so EU CPI, big announcement coming out in about 2 minutes. Streamed a little this morning, just waiting to see if something set up. Didn't like anything, no trades. So here we are for EU CPI. We're looking at the ultra bonds here in front of us, hourly chart to the left, 15-minute chart here to the right. And I'm definitely interested, in a potential short. If we go a little higher on the ultra bonds, maybe up to 128.8, the weekly chart is down right now. There's a lot of resistance up here on the daily, so we'll keep an eye on that. Let's go ahead and look at the 30-year. Yeah, I like the 30-year potentially a little better. There's more resistance here, so just keep an eye on this heading into the announcement. And let's go ahead and look at the 10-year. I like to trade the bonds into the announcements. Yeah, so I think in terms of the announcement, I like perhaps, these are tough to trade because, they move quite fast, but see if we can find anything good. We've got gold here. And a range bound. Silver's getting up to our resistance level of 23, which I'm definitely interested in. So wouldn't mind seeing a bit of a pop on silver, perhaps up into 2304. So go ahead. We'll just turn our attention to the ultra bonds here. They tend to move nicely during these announcements. The CPI earlier for the UK came in a little hotter than expected and caused a drop in bonds at first and then a reversal. We get platinum here. A little bit of a pullback, but nothing crazy. Here's copper. Pullback. I think the 30-year is kind of giving, got potentially decent resistance up here. Go ahead and bring up the 30-year on my DOM. That symbol is ZB, and we're in March, so that's H. See where this closes. Got a lot of resistance here at 121.19. Here's to see how price reacts to this level. No trades right now, and if it moves too fast, it moves too fast. Not seeing anything perfect for this announcement, but we're definitely in the area where I'm interested in shorting. Let's see, we've got about 10 seconds. See, bonds are just waiting the announcement here. And there it is, all quiet on the Western Front, waiting for the market to digest the EU CPI. There it is. A lot of resistance up here into 20. Gonna keep an eye on this, see how the ultra bonds are reacting. Gold. Silver, you've got a little resistance pattern up here. So no trades, just waiting to see if the EU CPI moves this market. Doesn't. Close up shop and come back for New York. check the announcement. Hasn't come in yet. Forecast 3.4%, previous 3.6. Still waiting on the final news for the inflation data from the EU. Take a look at ES. Potential pullback there on ES. Not going to take anything. Let's look at the NASDAQ. Are very quiet. Maybe they're delayed with the news announcement. I'm not sure. Here's the NASDAQ. We're just waiting. Let's look at 30-year again. A lot of resistance up here, so interested in the 30-year for sure. Gold. We're kind of hanging out. Kind of waiting. There's some movement now. It looks like the number may have just come out. A little late. Not on time like the US. EU is a little behind schedule here. 30 years not moved. Ultra bond, you got a nice resistance pattern up here for sure. I'm going to hold off. I don't really like where we are on the daily right now. Excuse me. All right. So far, seems like kind of a dud with EU inflation. Not doing anything at all. I'm waiting to see what the number came in at. Seems like a late release. We got a CPI number of 124 right on the forecast, but we haven't gotten the core inflation yet. Zero Hedge has it. Checking daily FX, quite a bit delayed. So we're still waiting for this announcement. It'd be nice if we can get a rally heading into the New York Open to get short up higher. I would like. Certainly got a lot of resistance here. A short one at 17 on the 30-year. Go ahead and move it down to 16. I'm filled. Filled at 121.16. Not going to give it too much room here. We do have some resistance, a decent hourly exhaust pattern potential. I'm just going to give it a little bit, see if we can't catch a drop. But if it starts to move against us, I'm going to cut it quickly. Still nothing from Daily FX. I'm basically going to give this about 3 ticks up to 19. Kind of maybe 4 ticks up to 20. Put the stop at 20. Put it at 21 just to give it a little bit of. Still no number. So kind of a dud so far. I'm going to go ahead and cut that at break even. Absolutely nothing is happening. I lost a tick with the spread, but I think we're probably going to head higher, so closing that trade. Kind of hoping for some volatility here in the back of EU CPI, but that has not manifested, so we'll see what happens. The bonds might go down. I shorted here at 16, but then changed my mind. May drop, but I don't like it that much, so I think it's better just to wait until New York and see where we're at heading into the New York Open. So I will be back, you guys. Unfortunately, Europe was kind of a dud. I was hoping for a little bit more action. That was the trade right there at 2 a.m. I didn't start at 2 a.m. Eastern. I started at 3. So that's that. This short, as I mentioned, I took it and basically broke even, lost a tick on the spread. But there's some resistance here on the hourly. I just am not nuts about where we're at in relation to the daily here. So, and since there's no volatility up here, it's kind of hard to, we have no movement to see where the volume is coming in. So London is a little bit more tricky to trade like that. So that's going to be it, you guys. Really no trades here for London, kind of a dud. And I will be back for New York. I'll see you in a couple hours.